Good morning, everybody. It's Jean here. I hope you've had a lovely time over the last few days with your friends and family. We've had a lovely time off. My husband didn't have to work, and I spent my time on the couch with a box of tissues. I have a terrible streaming cold. I'm not a headachy or cold person. Oh my word. I'm not ill, but this head cold, and it's left me with a hacking cough. It's been terrible, and runny nose, so you must excuse my voice. I feel okay, but it's just been a bit debilitating and exhausting, but never mind. I am here to talk about our upcoming block party. As you know, we did our block party 2018 last year, and it sort of fell into that routine of sort of every Sunday I would put up a video. Now, my schedule has changed. Our meeting times have changed, so they're in the afternoon now. So I'm not quite sure. Don't hold me to it. Don't say, oh, when is it going to come up? It'll be there when it's there, because of course I have to film, and then I have to edit my videos myself and put them up. And as you know, I'm doing it on an old computer. And it takes hours to upload my old computer, but it's my tried and true computer, the software or whatever it is, the program that I'm using. So it'll be when it is, and hopefully I'm going to be doing 2 blocks a week. As you know, I'm doing 9-inch blocks, or finishing at 9-inch, 9.5-inch blocks. I think that's what I want to do. So we'll end up with 42 blocks. In our quilt. We'll have 6 across and 7 down with some sashing. Now people are saying, oh, what do I get? If you followed along with my block party last year and making our sampler quilt, which again, this is a sampler quilt, I started out by saying you need what, 15 fat quarters and some yardage, 2 yards of yardage. Maybe you needed some more by the end as it was growing. But you will have known that. But if you are a beginner, and are just following, that's what this video is for. You other folks who know how to sew, bear with us. This is a beginner. I think my first block, my first few are just going to be like 9 patches and 4 patches even, maybe just a pinwheel. Very, very simple to get a beginner off the ground, knowing how to match seams, nest seams, how to cut. So if you're a bit of an advanced beginner, or a confident beginner, or an experienced quilter, you'll just come along for the ride, obviously. Oh, please, listen to me. Oh, my word. Now, as you know, oh, please pardon me. I am making a red and white quilt. I'm making red and white samplers. I have my reds, and what I have is red and white, like red on white and white on reds, if you can see that. So, and also I have some yardage, some white yardage that I've had, like a tone on tone. You know me and my tone on tones, right? So anyway, what I had gotten from Missouri Stores, I think I've shown you this before. I've gotten a few layer cakes, 42-inch squares. I only got that because I was thinking, if I'm making, hopefully it'll work out. Yeah, I think it'll work out. If I'm making a 9.5-inch block, I can get my cuts from a 10-inch square. Now and then I have some fat quarters. Now I was thinking about it. By all means, obviously you don't have to do 2 colors, but I was thinking this would make a really true scrappy quilt. With whatever scraps you have left over. With maybe if you have a whole bunch of fabric left over, just bits. I think this sampler would be a nice way to make almost a rainbow color with all of your fabrics, and if you get a couple yards of your solid. Now again, it doesn't have to be white. You can have a black neutral. You can have a gray neutral for your sashing or for your blocks. I'm basically doing a red and white block. But that may be like red and white, or that may be, you know, this, you know, that red and that white. So, but I have a lot of fabric here, and I was thinking about it, and most of you don't have as much fabric as I have to pull from, or the color choices, because I have a lot. So I was thinking that would make a really good, don't stress yourself out. use the fabric you have. And make each block absolutely, completely a different colorway. Whatever you have. Most of my blocks will have probably up to 3, maybe 4 fabrics in them. And if you just bought a couple of yards, I would even say at this point 3 yards of like a neutral, then you can mix up your all your scraps with whatever colorway. And I'll show you how I come across my colorway when we start. Of course, if you're a beginner, you're going to need your basics, a nice sharp rotary cutter. Be very, very careful. A ruler, a cutting mat, of course, and of course your basic sewing machine. And again, this is, you guys who have been following, I know you have all of that, I know I have that, but this is for beginners. At the end of the day, you beginners, you will have made a beautiful quilt. And that is so exciting to me. That really is exciting. We move along quite quickly. As I said, I'm gonna see how that goes. We have 42 blocks. And I waffle on about the instructions to make the block, but people who are beginners say thank you very much with all your repetition, because I get it. I can get making that block pretty perfect. So to explain 2 blocks a week, I will see how that goes. Hopefully once we get rolling, you'll understand the concept as we did last year. I showed you how to cut in the very first, but then you realize, oh, this is how I cut. So I could eliminate those few steps. Hopefully that's how it'll go, and I can explain the 2 blocks a week. They're small blocks. They're small blocks. I'm blessed enough to be able to be in my sewing room a lot of the time. I know you folks have jobs outside the home, and you maybe have to set up your sewing machine. Bummer, sorry. I have a nice sewing room, so it might take you a little bit longer. But once you get into the groove, at the end of the day or at the end of the month, you're going to have a beautiful quilt that we'll have all made. Again, I'll sort of revive my what is it? Oh, the whateverquiltclub.com for Jean's Block Party 2019, and we can send in blocks. But I'll talk about that in the beginning. www. No, is it www? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I haven't looked at it for 6 months. But anyway, it's a website. Oh, I guess it would be the whateverquiltclub.com. And underneath that, Jen or Elliot will have to help me with that. I don't know how to do it. But we have everybody sent in each block. They send in pictures, and at the very end, you know, I was thinking about it. I think I have 20 or 25 or maybe even more finished quilts of my Block Party 2018 that people sent. Beautiful quilts. So hopefully we'll be able to see each other's blocks, share each other's blocks. It'll be wonderful. Oh, and also on, is it Instagram? How does that work? I don't know. Hashtag Jean's Block Party 2018. I think that's what it is. And then we can see each other's blocks and all the different colors, ways. It gets exciting. You're like, oh, I like hers. She used a black background. Very interesting. Or they used a really scrappy. Or they did 2 colors. Or hers looks shabby chic. It's exciting. It's so cool. So mine's red and white. That's that. Hope you guys will bear with me. Oh, my word. Oh, I'm dying here. So on, it'll be, I'll start it whenever, I don't even know what the day is, next week, and put it up in January, whenever. So look forward to it. Got other things coming. I'm helping Jen. Jen's had a bit of a hiccup. That's another video. Nothing, she's fine, but something happened with her sewing machine. Anyway, Malia hopefully will come. She's so busy. But we got other things. I got my elephant, which, so I got a lot of projects. So this is a little bit all over the place. As you know, I'm a bit all over the place. But our block party will hopefully be doot, 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 doot. And we'll all be on the same page. And we'll get there. We'll get there in the end, remember? Okay, folks, thank you so very much. Again, thank you for all your lovely well wishes, and have a lovely day, and we'll see you later. Bye.